Good morning. Are you all there? Welcome back. We'll start today's class. Let me share my screen. Okay, let me start my browser, Spider. IDE, Spider. Okay, it will start. Welcome back, dear students. Am I audible? Somebody please respond. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Today's topic. So we have already completed in this module the assignment operator input statement, that is getting input from the keyboard.
Yeah, ma.
Kindly mute yourself. Yeah, I think unfortunately it has happened. Yeah. A number type conversion or data conversion we discussed. And okay. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder, Chandrasekhar. Yeah. So we have given assignment. Okay, I think 48 students have done. I'm happy about it. Look at here, 48 students. 48 students have done it. So this is the daily assignment, second assignment. 48 students have done it. Okay, this is the assignment. Okay, so who are all done? Let us see. Sudhanva, Deepak, Harshita, Sahana Bhatt, Rashmi, Yash, Praveen Hegde, Manjunath Gowda, Jayashree, Chandrasekhar, Pawan, Priyadarshini, Samir Kulkarni, Chandrasekhar again, Chetan, Sushma, Bhudevi, Sujit, Sachin, Sachin Yam, Arpita LS, Sushmita, Sri Lakshmi, Vandana, Nirup, Pooja, Manimala, Suhas, Deepa, Suhas, Ashwini, Ramya, Aishwarya, Lavanya, Joshi, Ajit, Pallavi Yan, Arpita, Vinay Kumar, Meghana Bharadwaj, Shubhayam, Raghavendra Devendra, Devaraya Naik, Akshay Ganapati Hegde, Nagaraja Mutri, Dinakar, Ramyashri Hegde, Jayant, Suhas KV, and I don't know who is this. Somebody has submitted, but they have not mentioned the name. Ashutosh. Sir, good morning, sir. Bartini, sir. Sir, good morning. Ide Bartini, sir. ಅದೇ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. 10 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ 10. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರಿ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಸರಿ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. Okay, sorry, it was a call from principal. I have to take the call in between the class. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. Right. These are the students. Totally 48 students have submitted. That's excellent. I'll note down all these things after the class. Okay. Now, let us come back to the syllabus. Today's class, we'll be discussing what is a statement, what is an expression, what is an operator in Python, and the order of operation, how exactly it happens. So first of all, I think all of you have paper and pen, right? Please note down immediately as I say. Statement is actually an instruction in Python interpreter that can execute. Maybe look at here, print is a statement. Print is a statement, whereas this is an expression, because in an expression you have operators. Okay, we will see only assignment statements so far. Okay, so assignment statements are also called, if you use any operator, that is an expression. Even if you use assignment operator, that's an expression. Statement is nothing but all instructions that you give it to Python interpreter, you call it as. Even though this is a statement, this is also called as expression because it has an operator, okay, assignment operator. So print is an expression. We have already seen what is meant for print. Okay, today's assignment, please note down. Everybody please note down assignment for today. You have to write a Python program, input a number, and convert the number into binary, octal, and hexadecimal and display. Okay, input a number, okay, convert that number into binary and display, convert that number into octal and display, convert that number into hexadecimal and display. This is the today's what I say assignment. You have to submit it. Okay, it's an assignment, you have to submit it without miss. Okay, so that's the assignment for today. Of course, let us continue. Expression. Expression is combination of various values, variables. Values in the sense, direct values. 23 is a value. True is a value. 3.5 is a value. 3.14 is a value. And variables, the variables we have already seen. Then identifiers to hold that value, we call it as variables. Operators, sometimes you also have a function calls. If it is a combination of all these things, if any of these things are available in a statement, then that is called an expression. And why it is called expression? What is the difference between the expression and statement? Statement is executed directly, whereas expression is evaluated in sense some calculation happens in the expression and later it is executed. To understand the expressions, we should study operators in Python. Very, very important. Okay, the expression, if I think most of you might have written the expressions last class. I have given the area of a circle. Area is equal to pi value 3.14 into r into r. You have written. This is an expression because it needs to calculate. It is not a statement. It needs to calculate the area. So r is the input and you have to calculate. So this is an expression. Expression is a combination of values. Of course, value is there, operator is there, variable is there. Of course, sometimes you have function calls also. Maybe you are not having, maybe you have function calls sometimes. So that is also, it is possible. So that is the expression. That's the example for expression. Hope you're all writing down, right? Okay, let me clear the screen. Okay. When we look into the operators in Python, this is one of the very, very important concept. Very, very important concepts. Write down. It is very important in textbook. It is, they are not given so much. I have referred to various materials, various textbooks and various other this one, and I'm coming. Okay, first one is arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator to perform arithmetic operations. To perform arithmetic operations. Second one, we call it as comparison operators. It is in C, it is called as relational operator, but in Python, it is called comparison operators. Next, you call it as logical operators. Logical operators in C, we call it as Boolean operators. So, logical operators, bitwise operators, your and, or, not, right shift, left shift, negate, these are all there. Assignment operator, special operators. Special operators, remember, very important. Special operator, there is an operator called identity operator. There is another operator called membership operator. So all these operators you should note. Remember, there is no increment operator and decrement operator in Python. Please note down. There is no increment and decrement operator in Python. It is not there. Okay. That's one very important thing that you should always note. Okay. Coming on to arithmetic operators. First arithmetic operator, plus. Plus normally adds to numerical objects. It adds, performs some addition. It performs some addition and probably, okay, it will get you the, suppose if you are given the plus operator with strings, then see A is a string and B is a string because you have written in single quotes. It will add it and create another string. This we have already seen. So I think the spider is already running. Yeah. Spider, yeah, it is running. Okay. I can show it little later, but of course you can try. I have already shown this. Okay, next is minus operator. Minus operator is used for two purposes. One is for subtraction with respect to numbers. Second one, it indicates the negative value. It acts, minus acts like a, minus acts like a unary operator as well as binary operator. Unary operator in the sense it operates on single operand. So unary operator, minus 2.5, sorry, 5.2 indicates it is a negative number. It's a negative number. So it's a negative number. And the minus subtracts. Similarly, multiply, star. Star will normally give multiplication operation. And when it is used with the string, it works like a times operator. It works like a times operator. I may ask in the exam, what is a times operator? Times operator is nothing but it will multiply, it will repeat that based on the number of times. So la into 3, la. So it is just like that. So let me show you idle. Let me open another example. Let me show. Okay, inside the idle, if I show you an example, probably you will understand. Okay, so a string multiplied by integer. Remember, string multiplied by integer will always gives a repetition. Repetition, we call it as times operator. So we call it as times operator. Times operator is nothing but it repeats for specified number of times. Okay. I think somebody is submitting the assignment. When the class is going on, somebody is submitting the assignment. I can easily see from here. Okay. So you are supposed to submit the assignment before actual count of actual class starts. The next day's class start. Once the class start, next time onwards, I will not consider. I will not approve that assignment. Okay. Because once I display the assignment, you can copy from the already given assignment. You can copy and you can do it. So that is the reason I am not approving. Okay, this time I will approve. Next class onwards, before I give the solution in the next class, you should submit the assignment. Right. Now, look at here. I'll give Rajini into Rajani into 5. So what do you get? Rajani, 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 Rajani. 5 times. You can see?
5 times.
Yes, exactly, Lavanya, you are correct. So suppose I want a space after Rajani. Okay. So I can give Lavanya, in court, they'll call no 3 times, just like that. Lavanya, Lavanya, Lavanya. So it is 3 times it is called. Remember, in Python, you can either use single quotes or double quotes. I just use, Jayant. Jayant, bandidinappa? Are you there? Jayant? Jayant, are you there? At least message if you are not able to talk. Okay. Right. So Jayant into 4. Jayant. Look at here. I can give within double quotes also. I can give in single quotes also. String can be given in triple quotes. Triple quotes. I'll give Chandrasekhar, and press enter. If you want to give, CR of third MCA, triple quotes. Suppose I want to give string in 2 lines, you have to use triple quotes into 5 times. Look at here. CN, CR of third sem MCA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. You can print it 5 times. So it is just like that. So star operator is working like a times operator. That's very important. Okay. Can you predict the output? I want everybody to answer in your chat box. Because if I open this one, probably you won't get clarity. So kindly open the chat box. I'll show the question. You have to predict the output. Okay, first one. What will be the output of this? I want everybody, all 48. How many are there today? 49, all 49, 48. 49, all the students, I want you to write it in the chat box. What will be the output of this? 12 plus double quotes 8. What will be the output? Now don't execute. I know all of you are smart. Don't execute. Answer. I want, what is the answer? Yeah. All 48. I want all 48. Okay. 128, somebody giving concatenate. Okay. Look at very important. 12 is an integer and 8 is a what? 8 is a string. Okay. 8 is a string. 8 is a string. Error. Yes. No, it is not maybe, Ashutosh. It's an error because you cannot add integer with string. Type error, unsupported addition. So, yes. So I want everybody to understand. Now, another one. What will be the output of this? 12 plus 8. Both are string. What will be the output? What will be the output? 128. Exactly, you are concatenated, correct. Everybody, yes, that's how you should think. That's how you should think. Yes, exactly, you're right. You're all active. I think still some students are not answering. I'm able to see who is answering, who is not answering. In my account, I'm very well able to see. Some students are not doing really very bad. Okay. When I say you answer, everybody, I want everybody to answer. You should be active in my class. Okay. So it is concatenation. Yes. 128. Correct. And 12 minus 8. 12 is a string. Minus is a symbol. operator and 8 is a string. What happens now? Some student wrote error. Yeah, I want everybody, hey, don't try, man. All of you, please don't try. You answer instantly in the chat box. Don't try. I know you people are very smart. You switch to another browser in this one, you are operating and you are answering. No, that's very bad. And while answering such questions, you are supposed to send only to me, not to everyone. Please note, in the chat box, don't send to everyone because one answer may be copied and pasted. That's not good. You send it to only to me, private. Okay. I want. Okay. Next question, unless I want the answer like this. I want very interactive answers. I want to be like this in the class. Okay. It's type error because minus operator is not supported for strings. Definitely, I'll ask in the internal test. I'll give such examples, predict the output. Each one carries 1 marks. I will ask in the quiz. Definitely, such questions I will definitely ask in the quiz. You are supposed to answer. Okay, good. All 48 you are answering. Now, I think most of you are geared up. Exactly. Good. Ra into, if I give ra into 3, ra, ra, ra. Okay. Ra into 0. Okay, most of you are writing. Good, good, good. Meghana, good. Pallavi, good. Yash, good. Vandana, good. Okay, okay, okay. I'm getting good answers. Yes, only to me, not to everybody. Please don't send it to everybody because your answer may be copied. Okay, yes, good. Shubha. Hey, what about Shashank? Are you not submitting any answer? Shashank, are you there? Shashank? Nodi, I got one fellow is not answering at all. Shashank, are you there? Nodi, ನಾನು ಹೆಸರು ಕರಿತೀನಿ ಅವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಆನ್ಸರೇ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Shashank, are you there? This fellow, Shashank absent. Okay. I'll also see that everybody should be active in the class. Okay, active in the class, not simply listening like a movie. No. I will post questions. You are supposed to answer in the chat box. All 50 should be answering in my class. Okay, the answer is empty string. Most of you have written correct because it will not be repeated. Times operator will not be repeated, so it will be an empty string. Remember, it's an empty string. You will get an empty string. String will be an empty. It will give an output, but a string will be empty. See, these are all the things you can try. Okay, probably I'll share this. I think, hope you are all noting down, right? Yeah. See, along with answer, you should also note down. Note down, and you have to try after the class. Okay. And right. RA into -5. Negative. If I give +5, ra, 5 times repeats. -5, what happens? Guess your answers. Now, don't try. Don't try. Try in your error it is giving. Okay. Okay. Some students are writing 0. Some students are writing error. Okay. Good. Joshi, good. Shubha, Ashutosh, Priyadarshini, Praveen, Akshay, Harshita, Nagaraj, Chetan. Yes, all are answering. One side I have opened. Okay. Vandana, are you writing? Vandana, I did not see your response at all. Vandana, are you writing? Are you there? Active?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. ಅವಾಗ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಮ್ಮ, ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. Because it is online. Online, please don't feel bad. Okay. Exactly. It's also empty string. So that means if in times operator, if the integer is positive number, then only it repeats, or else it will give an empty string. Okay, it will give empty string. That you have to keep in mind, and you should be okay. Good, empty string. So that's the thing. Now, in arithmetic operator, so we have seen the different dimensions. Now, there is a special operator called power operator. This power operator, what it will do, it will give the power. Pow, it is just like pow. 3 double star 4 is nothing but 3 raised to the power of 4. Okay. So r square, pi r square you have written. R square, instead of writing r square, r into r you are writing like this. Instead of that r double star, so double star you can write 2 r square. You certainly write it. Similarly, this is division. Division will give you always, irrespective of the numbers, division always gives a floating number. It will always give floating number. Floating number always gives floating number. Very, very important thing. Always gives floating number. Division always gives floating number. Remember, in C, if both numerator and denominator, if both are integers, the output will be integer. But here in Python, it is not like that. In Python, even though it is integer, even though it is a float, the output will be always in float. That is in division. There is another, just like star and double star, you have a double slash. You have double slash. You have double slash. So you have double slash. So what does this double slash indicate? Okay, this double slash indicates divide and floor. This is also called as floor division. Floor division. I think you know, you are sitting in a floor and you have the ceiling on the house. Suppose you are in the house. Just imagine you are in the house. So this is called floor. This is called floor, and this is called your seal. Seal means the top portion. So when you do 13 floor division 3, what will be the output you will get? So it is 12.333333 something it will come. So what you are doing, your double slash you are doing. When you are doing double slash, it is giving floor division. Floor means it will come down. It will come down the previous value. What is the previous integer value? Floor division is 12. This is 12. Suppose you have a command called seal. If you do sealing means it will move on to the 13. But here it is floor division. Floor division always brings it to the floor. So that means 12 is the floor. And minus 13 divided by 3 is minus 5. Of course, you look into the negative division. You look into the negative division. So it is, if you look at this, you will get minus 5. Same way, modulo operator. See, modulo operator gives the modulus. It will give the modulus. Modulus in the sense, the remainder of the division. Remember, in Python, modulo operator, you can use it with integers as well as you can use it with floating numbers. This is not available in C and Java. Floating number modulus operation is not available in Java or in C. It is only available in Python. It's only available in Python. So 5.5 modulus 2.25. 2.25, it is 4.5. Reminder is 1.0. Yes, you will get. It is just like that. So arithmetic operator itself so much, different. They are so much different with respect to arithmetic operator itself. Let us see further. Let us see further. Okay. Let us see further. Okay. Now, what will be the output of this? I want everybody. Okay. Yeah, definitely, Chandrasekhar. If you give a percentage point f, yes, it will give only floating numbers too. Yeah, this is very simple. Simple operation, addition. Okay, 17. What about this? What about this second one? Second one. What about this? I want everybody to answer. 15 minus 3, 12. Yes, correct. 4 into 7. Yes, 4 into 7. 4 into 7. 28. Yes, I want everybody basic mathematics. 5 divided by 2. What is the answer? I want perfect answer. 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2. Yes, it is 2.5 exactly. 5 divided by 2. Yes, 2.5. Exactly. Exactly 5. Meanwhile, you are also writing down all these things, right? Yes. Now, 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2. No. Chandru, your answer is wrong. Division operator always returns what? Yes. Division operator always returns a floating number. You should not write 2.0. You have to write. Correct. You have to give 2.0. See, I'm just testing there and then itself. I want everybody to answer. No excuse for anybody. Everybody you should answer. What is 17.0 minus 10.0? 17.0 minus 10.0. What is the answer? Yes. Joshi, you're right. Chandru, you're right. I want others to answer. Sanjay, right? Wrong. Somebody, 1.7 you have given. I don't know. It went wrong. Deepak, right? Jayashree, right? Sachin, right? Shubha, right. Okay. Sudanva, right? So Deepak, right? Pavan, right? Suhas, no. You're wrong. Suhas K. Okay. Manimala, no. Wrong. See, both are what? Floating numbers. When both are floating numbers, the output is also floating number, 7.0 only. 7.0. What about now? 17.0 minus 10. Minus 10. See, arithmetic operators only I'm asking question. I'm not asking any other question. Arithmetic operator only I'm asking question. Yes, 7.0. Yes, most of you are correct. Yes. Now, Jayant, you're wrong. Look at here. Any one operator is a float. It will always give the floating number. If any one operator is float, it will again give floating number. Yes, correct. And what about this? 17 minus 10.0? Yes, correct, Praveen. Yes, you're right. Chandrasekhar, you're right. Joshi Ajit, right. 7.0. Any one number, if it is floating number, the answer is also floating number only. Good. I really appreciate everybody. You are active. I want everybody. You should be active, even though in online class. That is my motto. That is my intention of creating such quizzes. Okay. Right. Chandrasekhar is asking a doubt. In case if you want to the output to be an integer, yes, you put in front of this. You put in front of this. Okay, Chandru, you put in front of this bracket, and sorry, you put bracket and convert it into an integer. So you put it into bracket. So like integer of, you convert it into 17 minus 10.0, you just do. So now, even though you get the floating output, that will be converted into integer. Yes, you can convert it. That's the doubt he has asked. Am I clear? Yeah. Yeah, integer of data. Yes. So whenever you are asking, questions, whenever you are asking questions, it should be for everybody. Whenever you are answering question, it should be only to me. Okay. While answering, that is the beauty of Python. Yes, Chandru, I really appreciate. That is why Python is so popular. I think somebody is sharing the screen. Please don't share the screen. Yeah, it is going blank. Next, further, what will be the output of 17 minus 10 point? 17 minus 10 point. I want everybody to answer. 17 minus 10 point. Yes, 7. Yes. If you just write point, automatically it is taken as 0 is not mandatory. 10.0 is not mandatory. If you just write 10 point, that's all. That is automatically converting as a floating number. It's automatically a float number. If you just write it as 10 point, automatically it is a floating number. Okay. So definitely you get. Okay, Nagraj, you have raised the hand. Do you have any question? You can unmute your. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, instead of 17 minus 10, you can also write 17 point minus 10 for both. It is 7.0. 7.0. Okay, good. I think most of you are very alert today. Yeah. Chandru, please note down the attendance. There is only 3 minutes left for this class. I don't know how class is going so fast. Am I fast or a clock is ticking fast? Somebody answer.
Clock is ticking.
Good, Lavanya. So why don't implicit conversion work? Because it is defined. Ashutosh, it is defined inside the interpreter. They have defined the interpreter. Okay. Okay. Inside it is defined like this. That's why these are all the outputs. These are all the rules that we have to just understand. Okay, moving further. Integer division and modulo. You should be very quick because only 2 minutes left. This one, 53 modulus 24. 24, 24, 48. 48 means 5. Sorry. 48. So it should be 8. I'm sorry. It should be 5. 53. Division, sorry. Floor division. Yes. It's a floor division. Correct. 2 point something I get. But the answer is 2. And 53 modulus 24. Modulus operator is 8. Yes. You will get, 5. Yes, correct. You are 5. 48. 53 minus 48 is 5. Next, floor division, 1.7 you get. Answer is 1. So 3 double star 6, 3 raised to the power of 6, 9 raised to the power of 3. Okay, less than 1 minute. So like this, I'll just run through. Okay, it's 729. And you can also do division. You will get 2.0. Floor division is also working. Modulus operator is also working with this. Yes. And another very important thing. So right shift operator you can certainly use. Okay. Minus minus 5. Minus minus 5 is actually minus into minus 5 plus 5. Minus 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 into minus 5 only. That's all for today's class. Thank you. Anybody has any doubt, you can certainly ask if you have any doubt, because time is clicking. Clock is only 40 minutes. Chandru, if the time is moving